To begin recording. Good morning. Welcome back, my incredible wealth building warriors. Wow, I mean, today is our last day together, and hopefully it's going to be a day of aha moments for you, things to think about, and hopefully wows for you. That's what my hope is. I love these kind of days for us. Today is day 3, building your business quickly using advanced systems. Yesterday was incredible. Many of you received the replays and applied. And if you're here with us today, I'm happy to have you and really happy to have you back. I've had the privilege of speaking with a few of you. And while some are still waiting for calls, please know you're going to get your calls. I cannot wait to learn about your goals and aspirations. So I want to do a quick wins check. So drop a message in the chat right now. What wins have you experienced? Are there any new business insights or breakthrough ideas that you felt over the last few days? Do you have any changes that you want to start implementing that you're excited to implement? And are you feeling a spark of motivation, invigoration? Anything happening out there? I mean, for me, it's always invigorating when I get to speak and share. I feel like I'm still getting that motivation from women around me, especially when they all want to do the same, all want to do the same thing, want to serve. So it always feels amazing when you can get it out there and you're sharing it with a bunch of super women. So the power of the flower remedies. Oh, and Claude. Claude was huge. Claude is such a game changer for your business, I can't tell you, because I used to cringe at having to make posts and figuring out what they were going to be. And now, now they're done for me. And if I don't like something, I say, listen, I don't like this. Can you make it sound like this? Just beautiful. And it learns your voice. So it really excites me. The fact that you're here again today, that's what separates the dreamers from the doers. So that's why I'm excited when you share your wins or an aha moment, or even the fact that you might be feeling motivated and think, wow, okay, this is not as hard as it's been or as it seems. Sometimes you just need a tweak, understanding the steps, understanding the blueprint, but where you are right now, you just need tweaking. You just need a little guidance. So I'm hoping that I'm giving you that today. And I especially look forward to our phone calls to be able to do that. So excuse me when you see me taking some cough drops. I was going to bring them upstairs, but it would be way too wild in here. I'm also helping to raise some baby kittens so that they could then go to the rescue and get into a beautiful home. Problem is, I'm allergic. So I can't resist them, but I can't breathe after them, and it affects my throat. So it's all good. So yesterday's day was power packed. We covered game-changing strategies, including unique market positioning, how to stand out in a crowded market, huge holistic health modality. I talked about my approach using plant medicine that focuses on health, wellness, and happiness. And if you are in a mental health business or in any kind of health-related business, adding a holistic component is huge. We talked about flexible business models, whether you want to work 20 hours a week or 40 hours a week. When you are in your own business, you can create that. That's important. You could build your pajama empire from your kitchen table, or you could be in a traditional office working with people. We spoke about income stream diversification, breaking free from that hourly finite prison, I call it, so that you could create your own decided upon financial income, what you want to bring. And then how to find your ideal audience, your niche clientele. And then the circle of one strategy. You could stand alone, or you could be in a circle with 200, 300, 400 others. What I'm teaching you is creating your circle of one. So you're the expert on the specialty you want to have. We also explored my master practitioner program, a comprehensive certification in holistic medicine that's going to give you a specialty in mental health and happiness. Excuse me, complete with the step-by-step business building guidance. We spoke about it's $11,000 normally, but there are scholarship opportunities available. We're going to cover the majority of the costs, and you will cover the minority. We will discuss that in a phone call if you join. There is, so I'll be sending more information also on the course if you're interested. So one crucial element for solo entrepreneurs, also called solopreneurs, is that you need community. You need a tribe of like-minded individuals who understand your journey, people you can connect with, learn from, and turn to for that empowerment boost when you need it, especially if you work from home. And especially if you get winters, you need to be able to reach out and talk to people sometimes, even just talk, even just go, you're going into Plant Alliance Facebook page and you are saying, I need to talk to somebody who knows information on this. Can you help me? Or I'm getting burnt out. Is there anybody who could chit chat? And you will have 100 women, saying to you, I'm here. Let's get on a call. And that's what I want to build. So we are committed to everybody's success, and we want you to be part of our winning community. So if you want to take the next step, you just know amydcohen.com/join, and we will create a phone call. No pressure. So here's a few links for your convenience, especially if you missed yesterday's class. I'm going to put it in the chat for you right now, so you have it. Okay. So let's get to the meat of the program today. We're going to show you, or I'm going to show you, the exact systems. You understand about right mindset, incredibly important. You understand about specialization. You understand about creating your authority. And once that is set up and organized, now we're going to move into building your business, building your system, the steps. And this is where income and impact really meet. You get the best of both worlds. So we're talking about systems that generate wealth while you sleep and share great information when people are searching for you. You are going to be able to serve and help more people than you ever could imagine. And you can position yourself as the authority in your field. And that's exactly what we've been talking about. So tell me, where's the gap? If you've thought about it over these last few days, and you might not know, but where's the gap between where you are now and where you want to be? And don't be shy about dreaming big. What are the numbers you want to see a year from now? And is there a place you want to be in your business a year from now? Has anything we've done sparked something where it's like, okay, this is I believe I can be, and you become. Okay. So if you're thinking you want to start small, don't start small. Think big. When I talk to you about putting those numbers or putting that information on your bathroom mirror, you need to see them so you can really create that abundance feeling. There are no crazy numbers. So by the end of the session, you're going to understand the exact 4-step system that's going to transform your expertise into multiple income streams that flow whether you're working or you're sleeping. The goal is no more hourly finite prison. You decide your income and your wealth, the industry will not. And remember, we're talking about how the system, I feel, and the industry was really set up for those with the largest investments and corporations. And it does not apply to you anymore, especially with our advanced system setup. This is where you learn how, and you can do this all on your own as well. We're there for you if you need us, but you can implement on your own. So, to begin with the truth, your entire professional training program set you up for your chosen profession, but not necessarily in entrepreneurship and how to change with quick changing times and create income and build a business, how to continue to move forward, especially when life is stopped. Like when there was COVID, you need to have a business that will sustain and you could remain working, remain substantial, and continue to take care of yourself and your family and your clients whenever there are ebbs and flows in business. And very importantly, you've got to get out of that hourly finite prison. You will never get anywhere. Health professionals have come to believe that making money and helping people are mutually exclusive, and that your income should be directly tied to your physical presence. And that's not true. That is what is going to keep you small. So let's do some math together. How many hours per week, if you're in a business, do you actually work with clients? If you are making $50 an hour and you work 40 hours a week, and that's your cap, right? Because finite hours, you're making $2,000 a week before taxes, before Social Security. And so you're making maybe 1,400, probably closer to 1,300. What are you bringing home a year? $70,000. It may sound great if you're young and just beginning and just supporting yourself, but how are you going to take care of a family and a mortgage? That is your finite hourly prison. So do you see what's happening here? Your income has a hard ceiling. You really want to help people, but it's almost impossible to afford it when you're tied to physical hours. There's only 24 hours in a day. There's only so many clients you can see, and only so many years that you can maintain that lifestyle and the struggle and the burnout of always trying to make more. So in your book, there's a freedom audit exercise on page 45 that you can do. Let's do your time dependency score right now. If you don't have the book, just grab a piece of paper. Take out list all of your income sources. And for each one, how many of them require your physical presence? Whether you're in the health field or not, your business right now, because that's the difference between an entrepreneur and an employee as well. How many income sources do you have right now? And then what's the percentage of time that goes to that? That's something to figure out. And on page 42 in the book, we talk about the 4 prison walls. And it talks about the hourly income. Wall 1 is the hourly income prison. So your income is literally capped by what? By your physical presence. If you are not there, the money stops flowing. Wall 2, you've been conditioned to believe that your value equals your time. But here's the truth. Your value is in your expertise. It is not in your hours. Do you get that? And that's why we create your expertise. And then that's why we create income streams. Wall 3 is the guilt complex. How many of you have ever felt guilty about raising your rates? That guilt is keeping you broke, and it's also limiting your impact. And wall 4, you know how to heal bodies and minds, but nobody taught you how to build wealth. And I'm hoping that changed for you this weekend. The wealthiest people in the world understand one fundamental principle, and that's that your business should work for you, not the other way around. And when you create the advanced systems we're going to talk about today, that is exactly what you're setting up for yourself. So close your eyes for a moment. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning, checking your phone to see that while you slept, your business generated overnight 2,000, maybe even 10,000 in revenue as you really get moving. How would that make you feel? Type one word in the chat telling me. What would that feeling be? Is it freedom? Is it unbelievable? Is it incredible? Life-changing? And do you believe that you can do it? Yeah. It brings total freedom. Thank you. So what you imagined is not a fantasy. Some people call it passive income. I call it empire earning, and it is completely achievable. Like I said yesterday and the day before, things have changed so much in the last few years. When we spoke yesterday about the new rules, I believe they are totally made for us, made for you. It is so much easier to build the business that you want and what you would call your empire, whatever you view that as. It could be a few $100,000 a year if you want, or millions. That is your choice totally. But we're not competing with corporate America anymore. In this weekend master course, I've taught you to do it in a way that you are set up to not compete with anybody. And I truly believe that it's become an open playing field. You position yourself as the expert in your field, which we spoke about yesterday, and how crazy and easy it is to do now. No competition. I mean, there are other people in your field, but we're going to create that circle of one that your niche audience is going to find you. Who you want to work with will find you. You become your own market. And that is what I really wanted you to understand yesterday. For me, I need things to be easy, not complicated. I want to work less, impact more, and create my vision of my version of my empire from my kitchen table. Hair in a bun, slippers, pajamas. And yesterday, when I shared Claude AI, total game changer. Game changer for your business, game changer for your life, and it's no cost. You can pay for it, you don't need to. You couple this with the business steps you're going to learn today, and you will save yourself hours of work while gaining more traction and more growth. And creating these witty posts, that you're like, oh my God, I love this. So first, let me share something that will change everything, and that is automation. This word should not scare you if you're not techie, which, by the way, if you're not techie and you do get nervous, there is a remedy called Kapok Bush, K-A-P-O-K, Bush, from Australian Bush Flower Remedies. You can order it from southernherb.com, and that will help you be able to go after that techie stuff and move forward. So crazy. So all that we're doing, it's not necessarily really high tech. It's just something we've never done before, right? That you've never done before. So there's always that fear in doing that. So it's about putting systems into place one at a time so they can take care of themselves. It's about creating systems that people will find when they are looking for your expertise, and you will deliver value without requiring your constant presence and time. And when you give your time, you are getting paid a premium rate because you've created the authority in your market. And when I talk about these automated systems, we talk about settings and things like that in our head, and it's nothing like that. So we spoke about day one, we spoke about mindset. Okay, many think it's not important, but it's the difference between believing in yourself and creating your future and stepping back and not doing anything. You've got to make a mindset shift to create a successful business. It helps you also, you've got to stay focused, you've got to have community around you, and of course, you've got to have the mindset. The second thing we spoke about was specialization integration. How are you going to make yourself, how are you going to make your business stand out? How are you going to create your authority position? By not being the same as everyone else, right? We spoke about like a nutritionist. You don't want to just call yourself a nutritionist. Okay, we get what that is, but what if you're a nutritionist that specializes in eating disorders, or you're a nutritionist that specializes in procrastination? I mean, how many people procrastinate and don't get done, move forward on that path when they're with a nutritionist? So that's what we want to do. We want to start creating your specialization and the power of integration. The smartest wealth builders don't start separate business. They integrate specialties that complement what they do and enhance their existing practice. And why does it work so powerfully? Existing trust, natural synergy, reduced marketing, especially because you're selling to clients that already trust and love you and want to know what you have to offer that can help them and their family, and you're compounding knowledge. And when you set up a system, you are creating automation that works while you rest. So for those beginning a business in holistic medicine, specializing in mental health, you start off correctly so you could create impact and income correctly and quickly. So I say that because it took me so long, right? Trying to figure out the right system, trying to compete with people. I couldn't compete. You know, they used to tell me, do SEO, it'll get you to the first page. Well, I was investing $30, corporations and people that had a lot of investment behind them were putting in $3,000. You don't get to the first page that way. So you create your strategic plan once you know what, you know, where you want to specialize. Then you create the plan, and then you start implementing so you become successful, saving you years and years and years of work. And you'll have a team behind you that helps you, and to have a team behind you that helps you when you need to pivot. And that will come. There will be times in your business that you need to pivot. You could start out one way, and then you will notice that your audience is looking at something that you might have created where you're getting a lot of play on. And what was in your heart and you started with is not. And so you pivot and you move. So you're giving your audience and what people are asking you for, what they need, by giving more content. And that's how you see what's working for you and what's not. So your business goes, you know, it starts a road like this, and that's all okay. And that is all good. So then you go to your business growth, right? Creating your signature system. Once you have your plan, then you create your system, which we spoke about yesterday. We create your signature product. Every entrepreneur should have a signature product. Every business needs it. This is where the synergy and the energy begins to take off. You are sharing your superpower. And the way to do that is by then, once your signature product is created, by then creating a funnel. And the funnel is most likely how you came to me. You saw something that interested you, and you saw it from either an ad, a post, you're on my email list, and I did email blasts, or a referral. And you could possibly be a client and had interest on maybe building a business. And you want to grow, and you want to get there quickly, and you want to get there right. Some of the clients I work with, depending on the package, they'll get a strategy session where you integrate what you want to do and create this amazing strategy. It's fantastic when you do a strategy session because you're going to start hearing things you've never thought of before. When we come into business, we have this plan. right? We have this direction, and that's what we want to follow. But when you hear from somebody else objectively what they're hearing you say, and then putting it all together, it can be amazing because you come up with these plans of action that you've never thought of before. Figuring out your signature product, building income streams about it, automating it. And that's what your niche is looking for. What makes you different? We spoke about that yesterday. Specialization, integration, and your signature system formula. You are going to be able to offer packages when you work with your clients, and you're going to have packages that people can purchase and work on their own, separate from you working with them. And they're going to come from all this strategizing about what your clients might want. And you will see over time what works and what doesn't, what they're looking for, and what they don't want. You're also going to learn what you can offer your clients and how to deliver it. Do they want a coach? Do they want a course on their own that they can do? So this is all important, and all of this gets set up. You also need to have, I believe, from working so many years, the right title and the right tagline. That tagline tells people in a nutshell what you do, and your title explains what you do. So you have to set yourself apart like that. There is no, I'm a wellness coach, a health practitioner, I'm a therapist. No, we're going to really, you dive in deep and figure out what that is, how you want to represent yourself as a specialist. So let me give you some ideas of a signature product that people can develop and build around, and how to deliver it. So I want you to think about this when you are creating your specialty and what you want to get out there. So an example would be the 90-day anxiety reversal protocol, the executive stress rejuvenation method. You know exactly what they do, right? Who they're targeting and what they do. The chronic back pain relief and reset plan. How to simply find yourself when lost. A woman's guide back to self-discovery. Self-discovery. 4 steps to blank. Once all this is figured out, and honestly, it does not take long, the goal is for you to feel excited about where you're taking your business, what you were doing for others, and how you're creating the life of your dreams. Because this weekend, you've really learned how. I mean, I know sometimes it's a lot and you're like, oh my God, I have to process all this. But if you have the book, I shared the steps as well. So it's there for you to keep reminding yourself if you want to do it on your own. But you are learning how. And then let's talk about how to deliver that signature system. Do you want to put it in a course that you want to teach? Do you want to put it in a do-it-yourself course? Do you want to record it and people download it? How do you want to deliver it? There's so many different ways. Do you want to create a long video? Do you want to create something where you're offering an appointment or a free consultation to contact you and talk about it? These are all different ways to deliver. And then all different income streams. Think about how you came to me. Like I said, you clicked on it. Maybe you clicked on an ad, like I said earlier, or you saw an email blast, or you saw a post and said, wow, I'm interested in what she has to offer. I want to hear more. And you were curious. You wanted to build a business, or you're thinking about it. That's pretty much what brought you to me. But if you look on your computer, it was amydcohen.com/event. So you're not going into that and seeing any kind of different settings and all of that. What you're seeing is a page, and I'm on it, and I'm talking about an offer that I have. one second. And that's what you see. Okay. So it's a funnel. What you then create is a funnel. It's informational pages. It takes you to your landing page, your like a home page, and then from that page, it offers you different information and different offers. So it's an automated system behind the scenes that gets set up and created. And that's where people go to, whether they're brought to you by ads or something else. Everything you do in that signature product is going to lead you to that page. So then you can share whatever it is you want to share and book whatever it is you want to do. I was doing this master course. Somebody else might do a consulting appointment. Somebody else might do a book. There are many different funnels. And to be totally truthful, you really don't even need a website anymore. I still have my website. It's still up there. I have not even looked at it to see if all the links are working. They're old rules. Really, what happens when you create your signature product, it is going to take you to a page that actually looks like a website, but it has something in mind where it's directing you to go. You remember with websites, you set it up, it costs you thousands of dollars, you change it all the time, you update it all the time, but you're not getting people, not enough people, not the amount of people, because it's so broad. It's just out there. People don't know how to get to you. And that's why we reel everything all in and do it this way. You really don't even need it. Old rules. So much of my paperwork is about my course. Most of what you see is about this master course and leading you here because this is what I want to teach. This is my passion. I want to teach this holistic health superpower I have. Then I want to teach you how to build a business around it. So I chose an event funnel for me. One of the reasons, again, another reason why is I don't want to work 40 hours a week. I want to set it up where I can help people and coach people, or they can do it on their own and have the time that I want creating and being with family. That's what I want. So this was a great funnel for me. And plus I like talking. I like seeing who's there. I want to see people. So for others, it might be a webinar, a retreat, a video series. There are so many different funnels available, like I was just saying. So my audience is somebody who wants to be in holistic health or already has a business in health and wants to grow it. And so I love my 3-day event. But there are many signature products to create. So when I'm talking about advanced systems, it's just something that you are leading people to. They are opting in and they are coming to join you. Or many people sign up but don't come because they have other obligations, they have work. But when they sign up, they're getting the replay. So they listen to it in the car, they listen to it when they're at home. I've had many people contact me already that have been getting the replays and listening and saying, okay, I want to apply, I want to join, I want to talk to you more. So it's not about how many people you have on your course or whatever it is. It's about the amount of people that need you and that are interested that you reach. And that's what the funnel does. And that is why it's become so obsolete to have a website, because this is kind of the same thing. You could add things on it. You could add your links. It could look like a regular website, but you really don't need it anymore. So the value and just the savings alone is fantastic. You take it and you put it into this instead. So everything you create, you start with your signature product. And not only that, off the bat, by doing that, many of you will be creating 3 different packages, 3 different income streams, right? Because I teach my foundation course where I teach you the remedies Then I have another package where, okay, do you want to learn how to build the business? Do you want to help me through it? Do you want to have, do you want me to help you through it? Do you want to have a strategy call? Do you want to learn how to build the systems? Okay, that's another package. And then I have even another package where we do it all for you. So right away, just by creating your specialization, moving into a funnel right off the bat, you have 3 different income streams where you're offering people what would be good for them. So that already immediately takes you out of that finite hourly prison. Already sets you apart. You're specializing, you're earning premium fees, and all this comes from revamping, redeveloping, and expanding or creating your business and doing it right the first time, because we have all of these things available to us that we did not have years ago, right? So what is it that you want to do? Let's go to the board. Make sure you could. Let me lower this a little bit. So what do we start with? Right? We start with the right mindset to allow you to believe in yourself enough and empower yourself enough to know that I can do this. Right? You get your specialization, either integrating it with something or creating something, your one specialization, and creating it with your niche. From there, you figure out your strategy and where you want to go, and you create your product. Now you have an idea for a product. You already have some 3 income streams. And then from there, you use your automated systems to get out there or to direct people to. Then from there, you do your marketing, which we'll talk about. And that's everything. Then you're bringing people to where you want them, and then you're able to help them. And although it sounds complicated, or it may sound complicated, I'm hoping most of it sounds easy to you. It goes back to these 3 quotes. One is, fear lives in the space before we leap. Fearlessness is born the moment we jump. So rinse and repeat. You do it again, you do it again, because once you build the system, it's done. You don't have to go back to it. Now, every time you want to run it, you go in, you change the date, you do a few things on the back end, and it's done for you. So the gap between where you are and where you want to be isn't always time, it's strategy. And Tony Robbins says setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into the visible. And also, as an entrepreneur, formal education will make you a living, but self-education will make you a fortune. And this is part of self-education. Learning the remedies, if you want it, is self-education. Everything you do now after school that is moving you forward into entrepreneurship is self-education. So you create your signature product, which may start off with a few income streams right off the bat, but there are many ways to create income streams for your company. And I use all of these tools in my holistic wellness arena, and so can you. Automated assessments and questionnaires. Especially when I was focusing on anxiety, I would have these questionnaires put out there for people to go through and answer before it came to me, so I can see their level of anxiety, and then you talk to that client and or that potential client, and they become a client. Digital wellness programs, online courses, teaching your craft the way I will teach in my boot camp. I love to teach that boot camp. I will have others who do it, but I really love doing it. Memberships, where you have people that are in a membership where they buy from you monthly, you send them things monthly. And in my course, I teach you how to do that with products, sending out remedies every month that you've created, spiritual attunement, I am feeling gratitude, anxiety, where they may not know every month what they're getting, but they signed up for this membership package, and something beautiful. Physical products, creating physical products, like I was just talking about, that you can actually take to fairs in your area, expos, speaking at gyms, speaking at other holistic wellness spas, places like that. You can do workshops, half-day workshops for families. And the best is the evergreen system, creating an evergreen system, an evergreen piece. You can also do individual coaching, group programs, practitioner training for your specific superpower, and then corporate workshops. Do any of these resonate with you? Are you feeling what you can be doing? So let's talk evergreen. This is in the book, beginning on page 48. I really dive a little deep into it. It's a multiple income stream generator. It's the magical process in your business that's going to keep delivering results, bringing in money, serving your clientele without you having to personally handle every single task. Imagine waking up, new client inquiries, completed sales, or satisfied customers, just like I mentioned earlier, all because you built a system once that now runs on autopilot. So I would take, I might take maybe one of these days where I spoke and say, I really feel like I gave a lot of value. I want to get this out to other people. And I will create it, and I will create a page around it. I will send it out, and then maybe I'll say, do you want a personal consult? Do you want to talk one-on-one on how we could get your business to where you want it to be? And it just does the work for you, right? So if they sign on, you're going to open up your computer the next morning and you have appointments set up for you already. And then you're just talking and finding out what their needs are, figuring out, can you help them? And then moving from there. It's huge. And it's called evergreen because you just keep it out there. It's not a seasonal thing. It's not something for Halloween or something that's a winter thing. It is a business that, and it's something that just can stay out there all year long and do it. And from there, you can create other ones. You get this one up and running, you tweak it, and then it builds momentum for you. You start targeting your niche audience. They're seeing it, and then they're making appointments. And after a while, okay, I want to work on this now. I want to work. So you keep that running if you want, and then you build another system, because the more you do it, of course, the easier it becomes. You have not time now to take vacations with your family. You're not trading your time for dollars hour by hour anymore. You're building a business machine that multiplies your efforts and creates freedom. The most successful entrepreneurs are not the ones who are working the hardest. They're the ones who've built the smartest systems that work for them. So on page 51, it's authority building and client attraction systems, which is a game changer. Here's what most professionals miss. You have to have the best, you can have the best systems in the world, but if nobody knows you exist, you're going to still struggle, right? So that step was to build authority that consistently attracts your new ideal clients. And the way to do that is by building your authority in different ways. It can be social media. And some people cringe when they hear that because all that's involved. You may not know how to make posts. Maybe you don't know how to make videos. It all seems so complicated and you have no idea what to post. It could take a long time. It becomes very intimidating. You just don't know how to do it until now. Yesterday when I spoke to you and today I shared Claude AI. It's a game changer. You go in there and you say, Claude, I want you to make me posts for Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, and I wanted to appeal to caretakers that are struggling or people with anxiety. And next thing you know, it's just thinking and then it's giving you all these posts. And you look at it and you say, I'd like it to be a little more fun or a little more warm or a little more professional. And you take a look and literally within 3 minutes, it is all done for you. And then I go to a platform where I take the post once I finesse it and put it on there and schedule it to go out. And that's it. It takes me 10 minutes every morning to do that. So authority building is not about having the most credentials or years of experience. It is about being known for solving a specific challenge or challenges. It's about being the person that people think of when they have a particular issue they need to repair or reverse. And it's because you're out there, and that's what your signature product is out there for and taking them to. And how many people are in your area doing what you do? Do you know of people that have tons of clients? Do you have any ideas why? Do you know how they're creating their authority? This will surpass. So it's about the authority formula, I like to call it. My handwriting is a little sloppy, I'm sorry. I'm not even sure that this is helping you. You want to be seen. You want visibility for what you want to represent. How do you do that? Marketing. Creating content. Getting it out there by ads, posts, social media. And really, it's about what you like. It doesn't necessarily, if you love blogging and you love creating articles and writing articles and sharing it, then that's what you do. You find what works for you. And that's how you get out there. It's all about consistent positioning. You want to send things out there that are consistently talking about what you do, offering value to help. And that is what creates your authority status. So there's many other ways that work amazing that can position you as the authority in your field and where people are seeking you out. It could be something like local networking with and building your audience. Local networking is getting out there at speaking opportunities in your area, local events, summit tables, professional relevant expos, park districts, working with other practitioners, podcasts, interviews, speaking at complimentary offices, speaking at spas that are holistic minded. And what you're doing when you're out there, the people that come to talk to you and are interested in what you do, you need to get their email. You need to be able to create a way to stay in touch with them, to continuously deliver information to them. If you have a Facebook group, you get them in on that Facebook group, or give them information, have information at your table. And by the way, writing a book is great for credentials. And I have somebody who makes it a bestseller on Amazon. She's really good at figuring all that out. But it's not something, for the most part, that's going to bring you in substantial income, but it is great as part of building authority and unique positioning. You know, everybody who wants your book is a potential client. And then besides, and that's all organic. Then you have then you have paid ads, non-organic. Paid ads are great because they reach a specific audience. They sign up for something that resonates with them, and the ads are what brings them into you. See if they, you know, if they send an ad, people are like, oh, that's really interesting. They click on it, they read a little bit more, and if they like it, they're gonna sign up. And it could be that's how you found me. So is anything here resonating with you guys so far? Are you feeling good about what you're doing or what you're hearing? Yeah, GPT is really good. Yeah, I know a lot of people use it as well. Do you guys feel like this is resonating with you? Okay. So the full scope of truly seeing amazing changes in your business can happen within 6 months. And you can even see results earlier, even sooner than that. But I like to lay out a foundation because I think it takes people a different amount of time to incorporate the system, depending on whether you're doing it yourself, figuring it out by yourself, going through a course, which you can do, or getting help from me or someone else, or even having it done for you. So it really depends on what you want and what your timing is. I like to build when I'm working with my private clients, and I'm going to share with you the system. You could follow the same system that I use for my clients. I like to break it up into quarters. So let me show you. And understand you're going to have various offerings for your clients as well. So it's like a 12-month transformation, I call it. But the truth is, most of the work gets done in the first 3 months, and then you're tweaking. So mindset shift, strategic integration, creating your personal plan of action. What is your signature product, your superpower? Start creating your authority with content. 10 minutes a day with Claude or with ChatGPT. Decide on the funnel you want and how you want to deliver it. Begin building your pages. Begin marketing. Add in your ads. And it doesn't have to be a lot of money. It could be a couple of $100 a month to start. But as the ads continue and it brings you in more people and the algorithms start to work, you get more for your money. And many times you want to add more money because it's bringing in more people. So that's the hard work getting done. So next, months 3 to 6, we work on, you've gotten your signature system out there. If you talk, maybe you've got 1 or 2 under your belt. Then we want to create possibly your evergreen system, right? So you have ads going on, you're building authority, and then you want to get your evergreen system out there where you're giving something more and people are now opting in, and it's out there, just doing whatever it does. You have some revenue streams going on, income streams going on that you've figured out. You are continuously optimizing your evergreen product and consistently tweaking. And you're working with your leads. You're calling them, you're explaining what you do, you're closing them. And then from month 7 to 12, it's just multiplication phase. authority building, tweaking, wealth acceleration. The system is in place and it's working for you. So it might sound like a lot, especially in the first 3 months. That's where all the action is. And if it's totally out of your comfort zone, it's not difficult. It's just time consuming. And maybe you go right to your negative mindset and say, I cannot do this. But think about this. It's a one and done. You do it, you get help, you research. There are so many people out there that do this. You get it done once and it's done. You turn the system on when you want it on, you turn it off when you want it off. And remember, fear lives in the space before we leap. Fearlessness is born the moment we jump. I mean, you could have your first signature product up and running within 3 months. That's crazy. It's huge. What's important is to do your strategy plan first before you create things that you don't need. You cannot create anything until you know what your specialization is, and the people you want to serve. Then you create the spokes, one thing at a time. You have to have, this is your wheel. You have to have your plan locked in. Once you have your plan locked in, once you have that tire locked in, then you create the spokes. Okay, now I know exactly who I want to serve. What do I want to make for them? Well, I want to make videos. I want to talk to them in 2-minute videos, sharing information and serving them, giving them value. I want to create my system. Maybe it's a book. And then with that book offering, maybe you're going to offer them the book at a price and then a personal consultation for $200. Whatever it is, whatever that system is. And how else do you want to do it? Okay, I'm going to post. And all my posting is going to have to do with where I want to bring people. Because I want to bring people to my book. I want them to consult with me. So everything you do is going to lead back to that signature system. Everything gets designed. So you will find that you probably have things that you've made or created that you might not need right now. It can become ebooks, it can become something, but it's all about honing in on this one plan of action, and everything you do is around it. Every step sets you up for the next step. So you don't want to be all over the place. You want to be it's tight, and you got this. This is what I'm doing. These are the people I want to serve right now, and that will expand. And then work around that. That is where you start. If you believe in yourself and know that you can help people, your niche clientele, it's your obligation to find them, help them find you, and help them. Get them to book an appointment because you want to help them change their life. And you'd be doing a disservice by not helping them to do that. So your goal is to help them to find you. So let's do a wealth intention visualization. Close your eyes. Now I want you to think. It's 6 months later and everything is set up. Oh, That first month, those first 2 months, they were crazy. Breathe. But now it's all set up. It was tough, but you did not give up and you put it together. And the only reason why it was tough is because you've never done it before. You put it all together and now everything is running beautifully. People have been seeing your ads. They might be commenting on your posts. You might even see them sharing it. You are consistently building your authority just by these small acts. People are visiting your Facebook page, following you to hear what you have to say, asking you questions. You're getting direct messages. People that need you are finding you. People are buying your signature product. Maybe it's a membership. Maybe it's a course that you have out there. Maybe it's a physical product, just like a remedy blend. You worked hard, but already you are seeing things begin to happen for you, and it is totally amazing. You are putting help out there, and the people that need you are coming in and finding you. So open your eyes and tell me, how did that make you feel? Do you believe that you can do it? Would you stop yourself because of fear? Does this blueprint resonate with you? What makes this approach so powerful isn't any single element, it's how they work together energetically to create results that are greater than each of their parts alone. Yeah, you feel accomplished. I mean, what an amazing feeling, especially when you've been in business so long and you're like spinning your wheels and going nowhere. Now you have this plan of action, you have this blueprint, you are implementing, and next thing you know, it's like, oh my God, I have appointments. You can serve people. It's amazing. And what does it take? Prosperity mindset, strategic integration, authority building, income streams, marketing equals fantastic results. So if you want to talk more, if you want to learn more, if you have questions, then set up a call with me. My no pressure promise. No pressure, no convincing, no arm twisting. We'll have an honest conversation about your goals and whether this feels like the next step for you. And if it's right, is there synergy? And if you're someone who is interested in the scholarship, then fill out. You should have the link, amydcohen.com/join. And let's see if we could get you in the program if you want to be on a scholarship. Because we're starting soon. Especially if you want to take the boot camp, the live boot camp, it's going to be starting soon. So anyway, do you feel that it helped you to understand and set up an amazing business? Do you feel like you learned something that you yourself can implement? I'd love to know. You have stuff you want to do and have a good foundation without putting a folder and on hold until I get my course out this first. I know that. But you know what the goal is? To get it out there. If that's the right course and it aligns with what you want to do, then that's the next thing that has to get done. Not, not, not the spokes. This is first. The strategic plan of action. Everything else comes because of that. So what an incredible 4 days we shared. I feel there's been transformation that's already happening. There's been clarity, excitement, and I feel it's been really alive. We've had some great chats together. So before we close, I want to hear from you. Is there anything that stood out for you this weekend? Anything that you hope to accomplish? I mean, you came here as extraordinary visionaries for your future. And hopefully, I made enough impact that you're leaving as future authorities with a roadmap to extraordinary success. Whatever your next step is, I'm cheering for you and believing in your incredible potential. And for those of you joining me, our real work is just beginning. And for everyone else, you need to get out there and claim your authority, my friends. You are worthy of extraordinary success. Your gifts deserve to be shared at the highest level, and the world needs what you have to offer. So go out there and offer it boldly. I know that because you are here, and so you're probably a health professional or one that wants to be out there. So if you want to talk, don't forget to apply. I want to thank you for an amazing 4 days, starting with our pre-training to now. And now go transform the world, my friends. Anybody have any questions? Okay. Thank you guys so much, and I'll talk to you soon.